Hey family, good morning. Good Wednesday morning. It's your girl. It is Narda Joe. I pray everyone is well, and I already know that you beautiful people will remember to thank God for the newness of another day. So listen, the topic on the table this morning is continue to show up. Continue to show up. So what's driving this conversation is the political process. Is driving the conversation, and it really did my heart well. And it felt good to see many of us out there voting and supporting one another and supporting the candidates, and rocking the vote, if you would, and letting our voices be heard. Right, was a great thing to see, which is something we should do all the time. However, with that being said, let that process continue to govern our lives. Continue to show up. Continue to show up one for the other. Continue to show up in each other's lives. Not just for one day, but 365. Let that be the springboard of our behavior in the political process, in everyday life, at work. Or are you with me here? Because many of us have a story that nobody ever knows about. And we suffer in silence. Why? Because people don't show up on our behalf. Might I suggest to you, continue to show up on your brothers and sisters' behalf. Let that be the springboard to catapult you to be dependable, if you would, to show up in each other's life. Good morning, Dr. Bernadette. How are you, sweetheart? Are you with me here? Continue to show up. Don't show up one day, one time, and that's the end. That's just not how this thing works. It's just not how it works. It's not even how the political system works. Now that you voted, make them accountable. Isn't that right? Show up in somebody's life. Show up. Show up in that process. Show up in every process in our life. Be accountable. Be accountable for yourself. Use yesterday. Use the voting process as a springboard to continue to show up. When there's injustices, show up. Don't just chat about it on Facebook. I can't believe. What are you doing about it? Show up. Are you with me here? Don't just talk about your neighbor. I can't believe that they respond this way or they're acting like that. Show up. Have a conversation, because you don't know the backstory about why people behave the way that they do. Just show up. Be accountable. What are you doing? Why do you act the way that you act? There's a backstory to everything. It really is. Show up. For real. Seriously, though. Show up. Truth in strange places, as Bishop Reed says from time to time. Truth in strange places. When I saw us coming together, which we should do all the time, coming together with one purpose: to get the job done, to exercise our voice. Isn't that right? To get the job done. We should do that all the time. Well, how come we don't do that in our daily life? Every day, all the time. In our daily life. Show up together in packs of people to support one another. So people should never ever have to feel alone. God made us relational. Show up. Come on, man. Show up. Isn't that right, Dr. Camp? Just show up. Don't show up once. Don't be one and done. Don't do that. Don't be one and done. Show up. Stay in people's lives. Let them know that they have somebody who cares. Point them to God, who is our Father. He's our Father. But guess what? Sometimes people feel so lonely that they can't even see God because they can't feel him through you. Are you with me here? God uses us to show the love of Christ. We are relational after all. Show up in somebody's life. Show up. Don't just show up. It was great. It was wonderful. It was beautiful. It was all of that, right? Because we showed up. It's just the truth. We showed up to rock the vote. All right. Voting is over. Whose life are you willing to change? Whose life can you change? Are you with me here? Hey, Carolyn, how are you, sweetheart? Number 420. Are you with me here? Continue to show up in people's lives. People are hurting. People are desperate. People are in need. And you and I know it, but we won't show up. Here's a challenge on the table. I double dare you. double dare you. Continue to show up. Just do it. And you don't even have to post about it. Just show up. in somebody's life. Somebody is waiting for you. You better know it. Someone is waiting for you. Someone is waiting for me. And God has given us the ability and the opportunity to show up in somebody's life. I double dare you. I dare you. Just show up. Continue the trend. Let's not be trendy, but let's continue the trend. Let it start today. Let yesterday be a springboard, and let's keep this train moving. Let's keep this train moving. Isn't that right? That's all I have for you, family. God bless you. May heaven smile upon you and yours and give you peace. Have a fantastic day. God bless.